Okay. Okay. Hello. Something's coming off. What we got? Just speaker and mic. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. I got that. Okay. Now you guys have to log back in. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Yeah.
Hi, Michael.
Pat.
Are you wiping your face because you exercised? I hope you don't have a cold. I got home from, Scotland. James had it, and then I got it. And I'm
Oh,
just now feeling better. But
okay. Well, that. I should mind. Anyway.
so I was thinking of this term. I'm sorry, my printer is so loud, but um, my mother used to say that she was taking exercise when she would
Oh.
get on the floor, had TV on, Jack LaLanne, and but
Oh.
she would say, "Don't bother me, I'm taking exercise." So
Oh.
I was wondering, I mean, in Gaelic, I imagine in the old days, their life was exercise, but
That's right.
and so that made me think while I was there the term in one of those learning our language books where they were saying how to say how are you. Well, one of
Uh-huh.
the things was J de core, core. How's your
Uh-huh.
form is what the this had to be in the beginning book of the
Right. Right.
and so
Yeah.
it made me, I thought, I'll just ask Michael about what thinks about all of this, about
Uh-huh.
if taking the exercise isn't on you because you are doing it, uh,
Uh-huh.
uh, taking exercise,
Um, I would say Jen, Hamia equity.
making exercise,
Yeah, making or doing.
doing,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But that might be what's called a calc, uh, which is a translation of a form from English in Gaelic. So not really Gaelic.
the J decor.
J decor. Well, that'd be a little bit different. You know, you know, that's I mean, like, how are
I
you?
was just curious. I did.
Yeah, yeah. So
I
that's a good
did
question.
I did meet a man whose job was years ago to broadcast in Scotland on the BBC Scotland the Learning Our Language series. He knew exactly what I was talking about. It was very interesting, and he was very encouraged, and he thought that it was a really good, at the time, a really good way for children and adults to learn. And he was, but when I asked him, kind of these questions, he didn't remember. So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
anyway,
No, good question. Good question. I'll have to research a little
yeah.
bit
Are we
further.
making the exercise, doing it? Um, the exercise is the verb. We are exercising. I mean,
Uh, Well, no, in Gallic, it'd be a noun.
Oh, oh,
You
it
know,
would
the
be now.
noun, yeah, would not be to exercise.
Mm.
You know, so I'm doing exercise or I'm taking exercise maybe, but uh, but like you said, in traditional Gallic culture, um, life was an exercise. You
Yeah,
know,
really. Just
I
staying
mean,
alive, eating your food.
yeah, people didn't come home from working in the fields and say, "Okay, I got to go to the gym now."
I didn't get my 10,000 steps in.
Steps in, yeah. No, you get your 10,000 steps in chasing the sheep, wrestling the cattle. So anyway,
Well, I did
because
come back in better physical shape from walking up all those steps and that castle
uh,
that the Logan thing was in. Well, I
uh,
was in the new part, and so I had to go through this old part that had no elevators, and I had to go up these steps, and so, I just had to do it, and then I had to go down them. I did get better in the 5 days. And so I just tried to keep up that. I tried to do the exercising myself.
right, yeah. Well, that's one thing generally. I mean, just apart from traditional culture, and but uh, people over there walk a lot more than we do.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, there's a funny story I could tell. I think it's funny. Tell it myself. I was at Solomor Ostic, you know,
Uh-huh.
for a little event, and that lasted a few days. And so I was with a group of people, and they were talking about going to. Well, Solomor Ostic is split
Yeah.
between the new very lovely building and the old campus, which is the barn, the Saul.
Mhm.
Okay, and the Kaylee was up at and we're going to the Kaylee, and it was up at the barn, and 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 so I made a big deal about, well, I've got my car here, I can drive us up there, and they said, what, it's only a 5 minute walk or a 10 minute walk. What are you talking about? Yeah,
But it was
So,
straight up.
yeah, yeah. No, no. I mean, it was a little bit up, but it's mostly level. You know, but being born and bred in the city in California,
Yeah. We love
where
our cars.
people
Yeah.
drive a car to the corner store, but there
Yeah.
they go, no, 10 minutes. I mean, we'll walk. Yeah, I go, okay. Yeah, they must have thought I was some sort of crazy American, who never got out of his car.
Oh, they might have thought about you that anyway before you said that. It might have just been the general.
Yeah, right.
Because they kind of were looking odd at James and I at times.
Yeah.
I was asking for a Diet Coke. I don't know, stop me if I told you. I told Tim when I got there 24 hours after there, I was just dying for a Diet Coke with some ice. And
Huh.
they had beer, they had ale, they had whiskey, they had hot tea, but did they have ice? So I go and I ask and they look at me, and just kind of walk away. And then I went to the bar. I thought surely they have ice, and I got one ice cube in a tall kind of glass with, I thought, what's this? And
Because ice
so
was too expensive.
I guess. But so I'm walking out and kind of, I guess, probably walking like this. And the doorman said, Hey, hey, you want a Diet Coke? Like it was a big thing. I go, Yeah, do you have any in the can I can buy? And he goes, Well, I don't, but go over to the golf shack where they tee off. It was like a shack. a really beautiful place, but you walk through some trees and over to this shack. And he goes and tell him I told you to for them to let you have some of their Diet Cokes. So I did. I went over and I said, "Oh, I think the guy's name was like Oscar or something like that." And I said, Oscar said that he thought I could buy a couple of cans of Diet Coke. And he goes, "Two cans?" And I go, "Yeah, do you want me to buy more?" And he goes, "No, no, no, no. Here's," and he bent down like it was his secret stash, and he brought me two, but they were not regular size. They were those mini ones. And I go, you
Uh-huh.
know, and so I said, I go, "This may be pushing it, but do you have any ice?" He goes, "Oh yeah, we got lots of ice." And he gave me a big old bag of it to take back. But I was really just sipping that Diet Coke. And so I asked the doorman, "Hey, do you think Oscar's over there?" "No, he doesn't work today." I go, "Great. I'm going back over." And I just every morning would get up and go get two little mini Diet Cokes and, you know,
Um, yeah,
yeah, with
yeah,
an ice cube.
yeah, yeah. And
I,
that's funny. Yeah, and it occurs to me, they might have the Diet Coke and the ice at the golf course because that's where a lot of Americans go through.
I'm thinking,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and who knows, it might if the that golf course might be run and owned by the country club, whereas the hotel and the bar and the restaurants and the like that, the meeting rooms and that might be the Del More, Delmahoy Castle and Resort. But then
Uh,
see this, I did notice this other thing said country club and it was a
oh,
newer. Yeah, so you're probably right.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to go back. Uh, yeah, until it was into the night through the 1960s and 1970s. Gaelic was still primarily a rural language, agricultural language, because there was a Gaelic text. Well, in fact, I think not learning our language, but um, oh, but the other popular one. Anyway, but you get an early edition of that was published through the 1970s. All the exercises, all the examples have to do with being in the field, tending the cattle, tending the sheep.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah.
uh-huh.
And that's 70s. Gaelic was still very, very rural. So anyway, yeah, So so just talking about not having words for say doing exercise. That's the whole concept of doing an exercise is just very new. Uh, you know, not in our world, but in the Gallic world. But anyway, yeah, just an interesting differentiation in culture. So anyway, go you. All right.
And I
Well,
think that I think they have um, more are taught or introduced to musical instruments at a younger age than here. The family teaches them, the neighbor teaches. I mean, that's what I was seeing. Whereas when
yeah,
I took
yeah,
piano, we had to pay
yeah.
someone and had to be an appointment, and it was a big thing.
Right. Yeah. True too. That music is much more a part of the culture,
Uh-huh.
and even in a sense considered necessary. I mean, here it's an add-on, it's an extra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, um, uh, and and nowadays it's being cut from schools. But but
Mm-hmm.
but in Gallic culture, music is very much a part of the culture. I mean, it's as important as anything else. So that's true too. Yeah, but yeah, cool. You okay? So
I think
Jay.
Heather is in Hawaii
Yeah.
Oh,
for 2 weeks.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Lisek Kimrau, Anok.
Amigama.
Guma, okay, okay. Kimraha Chicha. I'm in Temecula, Prieta.
Oh, at Four.
Oh,
I four. Oh, good.
Uh,
Okay, yeah.
68.
Oh, okay.
really?
Yeah,
In your house
Three.
or outside?
outside.
Oh my goodness.
Good. Amui, outside. Ritu Amui. Yeah, okay. Three figures of Orc. Okay. I guess Tim Kimrau.
I'm a train.
Train. How on Coney train?
High
Okay.
me urgent care because I had a skin rash. So I had to go urgent care this morning. It looked like a sunburn, but it's not a sunburn. So they give me some cream. I have been
Okay.
itching since Sunday. So
Mm.
oh, good.
Jay Shorsha allergy.
I'm not sure, but they told me to take some allergy medicine and take some cortisone cream.
Okay. Okay.
So they didn't know. She said, "Oh, it's hot." Okay.
And sometimes they won't touch you either.
Oh, she did. I was
Oh,
surprised.
she did? Oh, brave person.
Because I still itch, but I'm not itching.
Yeah. August D. Kimahauanok.
Amiguma.
Vilugama. Okay. Mitolicha. Okay. Not Leva. Okay. Let's see what we've got for tonight.
Mhm.
I'm gonna share the screen. Okay. Well, let me stop the share for a moment. Share. Okay. Okay. Where are we? All right, right here. Okay. Okay. So, can you see my screen here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well,
I didn't get an email from you this week with this.
you didn't.
Check the
Oh.
spam. Lately, some of mine get in spam.
Oh yeah, I'll check that.
I don't know who decides what spam is and not. Today was okay.
Well, I sent it out, right? I mean, did everybody else
Yes.
get it?
Yes,
Yeah, we got it.
but a couple weeks it was in the spam.
So it
They
has
didn't
to do with
They didn't
their
like something.
individual computer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if ever you don't get it, in what you consider a timely fashion, feel free to, contact me and, and I can try resending it. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so this is the piper for the week in remembrance of Pipara, their son Lana Cunha. Okay.
Oh, Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Yeah.
Day of memory.
Yeah, Day of the Remembrance, Day of the Memory. Yeah, Memorial Day. Yeah, Lana Cunha. All right, Leva. Okay. And Klarna Shekina. And, for our grammar, we'll go back to Trimuk and Becca. We'll try another. And then I've got a skila. As promised, I have a little presentation on walking. Okay, all right, okay. And a walking song. Down Jasarnia Agabni Mullet. Walking song.
And the Sonia Saturday.
Yeah, just Saturday Agabni Mullet. What is this? No? Agabni Mullet.
Mulad.
Mullet.
Mulad.
Okay, so I got sorrow.
Oh, I got sorrow.
I was sorry. Something sorrowful came upon me. So anyway, so another happy Gallic song. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So this is a test now. See if we can get the sound to work. So I'm just going to try it. And if it doesn't work, I won't make that big a deal. We'll just go on to the next thing, and then we'll come back to it at the end of the class. But anyway, all right.
Dr. Static, very good today, Michael.
Okay. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Are you going to slow it down? Can you? Or no?
No, I can't put this one down.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, okay, but I'm glad you heard it. Okay, so let's go on.
Okay, this is easy. Hasha Firiste.
Hasha
Firista.
Firista.
This
Hasha
is easy.
Firista.
Make follow arrangements, more Dr. Static.
Okay, so the word of the day, Furista. Furista.
Firista.
Okay. Furista, yeah. And something kind of interesting here, there's a word pronunciation of show. Okay, so she pronounced it Shaw.
Mhm.
Okay. And often heard, and from me, is show.
And that's what Duolingo does too.
Show.
Yeah, yeah. So this just has to do with the different pronunciation, either, and that you often hear in Gaelic. I've had people tell me that Shaw is the older form and very often more common in Nova Scotia, of all places.
Oh.
Okay. But she pronounces it Shaw, but a lot of people pronounce it show, on show.
Could that be
So
an
anyway.
island dialect? I think I follow her on Instagram. I think she lives in like Isle of Skye.
Oh, does she? Well, and then you have to be careful about what island. Because I learned a lot of my Gaelic from a man who native speaker from the Isle of Harris, and he said show.
Show.
Okay. Anyway, but maybe in Lewis they say Shaw. Okay, but so anyway, yeah. But I think you're right. I mean, it is a particular dialect. Though I haven't pinpointed exactly where from. Okay, so anyway. Okay, all right, okay. All right, okay, all right. So the Shanachana Shekana, Gabe Achleus and Long Salavan, Gabe Arish Udigan. Okay. All right, so go ahead and say it. Gabe Achleus and Long Salavan.
Gabe
along
Salavan.
Salavan.
Gabe Arish Udigan.
Gave
Arish
Oregon.
Okay, so there we have keeping the ship. Okay, whoever, Gabe, okay, whoever, sometimes whenever, whatever, Achleus. That's an interesting, and I have it in my notes below. Whoever will keep. Gaelic has an interesting feature in that you have different words on different forms of the verb, depending on what part they play in the sentence, not just the differentiation between, say, past tense and present tense. Okay, so something that we're familiar with is, vami, and then you ask a question that's unro, unro, and so, I'd unro me. Okay, so I was vami, or was I? unromi. So, so we have different forms of the verb depending on what part they play in the sentence. And this is, and we'll get to this, but a little introduction. This is the future, what's called the future relative. Okay, the relative tense or the relative sense in the future, or the continual, like Gleus. Okay, and gave, he will get. Gave aris again. He'll get a chance sometime. So, so figuratively, keep Plan B ready. Some piece, I saw one source explain it as better a good escape than a bad stay. Okay, or he that fights and runs away lives to fight another day. But Aglaeus on long Salavan, who keeps his ship and his hand ready, his hands, he will get an opportunity sometime. Okay, so always keep that Plan B ready, because you'll have to use it. Okay, and I thought it was kind of cute to show the the Highland cattle on the ship, keeping the ship ready. Anyway, so okay, and here I have Gabe, whoever, a little language note, and then also the Gleus, relative future of glay, to keep. So as I explained here, Gaelic has a special verb form for the relative future that we're not going to get into now. I mean, that's down the road, okay? But just to make you aware, it's different. It's a different structure than English. Shouldn't surprise us. English does not differentiate. So keep, he keeps, he kept, he will keep, who will keep, all so this is very, very regular in a sense. In Gaelic, of course, you have glay, that's the root, and then hayagleiach, he is keeping, or he keeps. Glay, he kept. Glay, and we're very close. I think next week I'm going to introduce us to the concept of the simple future, and then Aglaeus. And so note what happens to the who will keep. Who will keep. This is he will keep, and this is who will keep. Okay.
That's the question.
Well, no, not a question. It's
Who will keep it?
No, it's in the sense of, and I'm going to write this down here. Okay. The man who will keep his boat ready.
Oh, okay.
See, so it's this who will keep. It's a relative. Okay, that's what we mean by the relative form. Not who will keep. Who's going to keep. Okay, but in the relative form. Okay. All right. So this is just offered as a little look ahead. Okay, but I just wanted to explain the Shana Gabe Achleus and long Salavan. Whoever keeps the ship at hand, Yeve Aris Udagan, he'll get a chance sometime. Okay, So what do we call it? Keep a nest egg for a rainy day. Okay. So so keep your ship at hand. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let me. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So grammar neshekana. A chlekach nehunsishin. Using that which we learned. Okay. That which we have learned. Trimuken Becca. Okay. So there we go. All right. So here we're introduced to the big bad wolf. Okay. So August Hain it being the Trimuken, the Muken. Okay. Harsht Gundahusk iet amatik ali. Okay. So say that August Hain it or art Gundahusk iet amatik ali.
Agashain
Ian,
iet
oh,
o
Arch,
gundu
Art,
usht ir
Usk,
mada ala.
Matak Ali. Okay, so they
Matik ali. Matik.
saying so loud, so high, and Gaelic would say it's high. A voice is high. Okay. Gunduhusk iet that they woke the wolf, a Matak Ali. Okay, so literally the wild dog.
Mhm.
The old word for coup would be matak. Okay, and so that's where we get the name for wolf. Matak Ali. Ali would be wild. Okay. Vainakato fask erkuru. Vainakato
Button Nakado,
fask erkuru.
Casa Cruz.
Yeah, so he was sleeping near a tree, next to a tree. Fask air, next to or close to. Crew would be tree, and then nakato. Okay, usually in Gaelic, we don't say somebody is sleeping. We say he is in his sleep. Lae nakato. Ounce akato. Aunakato. Okay, nakato, in his sleep. Deum Yumshin. Okay.
Damn Fumshin.
By J on Shin. Okay. What is that noise? Okay. By Fergach, I guess Van Takerser. By Fergach,
Very got.
I guess Van Takerser.
August Von
Okay.
Tucker. Yeah.
Angry, and hunger was on him. Van Takersh air. Okay. On the hunger. Okay. Air on him. Okay. And again, we don't say we are hungry. We say hunger is on whoever. Okay. On takers odom. On takers odom. Hunger is on me. I am hungry. Okay. Okay. Very often in Gaelic, especially with negative experiences, negative, sometimes emotions, we don't have them. You know, like we don't have hunger. If we we're going to use this form in English, we would say something like, you know, I have hunger, something like that. And in Gaelic, it's something that's on you. You know, because in a sense, you don't have control over it. You know, you don't have it, you don't own it. I mean, you know, it's just on you. Okay. So anyway, so Stoko Gavel.
Stoker
Go
Duvel.
about.
Okay. Perhaps Stola Gavel. Okay. So that's that alternate form of is. Anjinia Achamachian.
Antinia Agamachia.
Akamachian.
Yeah. Perhaps is my dinner coming? Perhaps my dinner's coming. Yeah. Perhaps what I hear is my dinner. Okay. Shmunike.
Thinking
Shmunike.
he
Runike.
thought. This
He thought.
He thought.
I was Imke Nabilan Echka.
Agazimna in Beelan.
Bilan Aka.
He licked his lips. Gimlik to lick a Nabilan Echa. You know, his lips. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And here I have explanation of new words. Fuim, noise, Fedagak, angry, Achers, Stoka, perhaps, Gimlik, licked, Beelin, lips, and the singular would be Bila. Okay. So, Jayanuro Matakali Ajena. Via Nakato, via Kluch Bolkosha, via Giska Ansanavan.
By Nakado.
Bye, cut.
Via Nakat. Okay. Jana Shmunyaka Matakali. Shmunyake Ganro on Junior Eka Chian. He thought maybe his dinner was coming. Shmunike Roe Fur out Sequoia. He thought it was cold in the wood. Shmunike Roe on Shane Ek Namukin Bean. Okay. He thought the singing of the pigs was sweet. Which one?
Really a good robe at dinner. I tiger.
Eka Achian. Yeah.
Okay.
Eka Achian. Yeah. He thought his dinner was coming. Okay. And bean is an interesting word. It means sweet, but only in the sense of music. I mean, you wouldn't say a food is sweet or, the Diet Coke is sweet in this sense. You wouldn't use bean. Okay. Okay. So bean is sweet music, but only having to do with, music or music type things. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So there's our picture. It's Gajero.
It's
Okay.
Gajero.
Gajero. You'll hear that as either Gajero or Gajero, with kind of an F at the end. And either one is correct. It's like show and shaw. Okay. And I don't know why I said Gajero right now. I usually say Gajero. That's my choice. Okay. So anyway, so Hanakanjias Muk.
Hanakanjias Muk.
Okay. The two pigs, Gias, on Gias Muk, Bask Eran Kruv.
Boston and Cruz.
Next to the tree, Far on Row on Matakali.
Far and Row on Matakali.
Where the Matakali was, Far on Row. And here, that far would be where, but only in the relative sense. Okay, so Kachavel Matakali, you'd use Kacha if you're asking a question, but if you're using it in the sense of the tree where the wolf was, you'd say far. Okay, is Savat?
Is Savat?
What?
Savat immediately. Savat. Kunakanjias Muk A.
Kunakanjias Muk.
Muk A.
Okay, so again we have Angias. Okay, the two. The two pigs saw him. Matakali Moor.
Matakali Moor.
Okay, big wolf. I should say. Matakali Moor Oak. Okay, the big bad wolf, the big evil wolf. Vai ho fear.
Fear.
Yeah. Okay, so you got three verbs, three vowels there. Yeah, so kind of a complicated sound structure. We don't get that in English. Okay, so there's nothing in between those vowels. You just got to roll with it. Okay. Basulan Olka Echa.
Basulan Olka Echa.
Okay. He had he had evil eyes. Okay. Sulan Olka, another form of Olk, evil. Okay. August Fieklen Mora Bierach.
August Fieklen Mora Bierach.
Okay. And big sharp teeth. Mora would be another form of more. Big. Fieklen, the plural for vehicle, teeth, and Bierach, sharp. Garak Stronik Strown Four.
Garak Strown
Four. They felt cold. Kri Echo.
Echo.
They shook with fear. Echo would be fear, echo. Cree would be to shake, to tremble. But echo lambea ora. Okay. Fear of their lives was on them. Another way to say they were scared to death. Okay. Ekolambea. Okay. Skiable on Giasmuk.
Yes, and
Evil
say,
on GS Mook.
Okay. They screeched. Skiable. Skiable. As Rui Kakkerfalav.
August Rui Kakyafalav.
Of Yantai Ekahane. And it shouldn't be Kaka. Iet Erfalav Yantai Ekahane. Okay, it's Rui Iet Erfalav. And they ran away, Erfalav. They ran away to and each ran away. Okay, yeah, okay. I'll leave cock for now. Okay, each ran away to his own house. Okay, Tai Ekahane, his house himself. Ekahane. Okay, all right, okay. Okay, so Hanek came. Okay, that's an irregular verb. Fie, fierce, oak, evil, fiaclan, teeth, Fieric, Cree, Ekalambea, scared to death. Literally, put this literally fear of their life. Okay, skiable, screamed, and kach, each one. Okay. So Kachanro Matakali Nura Hunike Angias Muk. Kachanro Ahmad, where was the wolf when he saw the two pigs? On Santai Ekahane, on an Kruv in a tree, at Anrat, Erchulantaya, behind on an Kruv. Okay, I should say Busk.
yeah, near one.
Yeah, near the tree. Okay, yeah. Jay Rain on Gias Muk, Nurahuniki at Matakali. Jay Rain, what did the two pigs do when they saw the wolf? Vayet Nasheshif Gukolma, they stood calmly. Okay. Skibble Yet, I guess Rui Erfalav, they screamed and ran away. Kai Iet Nachato, they went to sleep. Hoshik Iet Abrian Rish. They began, should be Abrian, okay? They began speaking to him. What did they do?
Skirhal are Ian August Rui on Erfalav.
They skill Iet. Rui Iet Erfalav. Kimrava Matakali Akea. Okay. How did the Matakali look? Okay. Beck August look. Okay. Small and look. What peaceful, kind. Ski August Achrach, tired and hungry. More Lesulan Olka, August Fieklan Mora Birak. Okay, big with evil eyes and big sharp teeth. Shen August found. Old and weak.
More or less.
Slim, Oka, August, more
Birak.
All right. Okay. So here we go. There's the picture. Okay. Kai Straune Stech out on Tai Konlich Echa. Okay.
Stech and Tai Eka.
Okay. He went inside his straw house. I guess Yun A Honduras. He closed the door. Okay. And there's a good, useful word, dune. Dune means to close. So you could say if somebody comes in, you can say, Dunandoris, Dunandoris, close the door, Dunandoris, okay? Fosco Andorra show a minute.
Bosco and
Bosco and
Doris
Doris
show
show
a
minute.
minute.
Show miniature. J. Malakali.
Open the door. It's minute.
Yeah, open the door this minute, shouted the wolf. No be me gavrishcha.
No Vimiga Brishav.
Brishcha, okay, or I will break it. Okay. Mimi gavrishcha, at its breaking. So here we have that prepositional pronoun. Okay. Havimi gayenov.
Vimi and Yenov.
Skiable strown.
Skill home
Wow.
ground.
So I'm not going to do that. Strown screeched. Havimi a fosla condoris.
Vimi a Bosco and Doris.
Not going to be opening the door. I'm not going to open the door. Okay. Fosco and Doris.
Bosco and Doris.
Oscar and Doris.
Imi a chechuk dohai shias.
No,
Vimi a Shia High Shields.
Yes.
Blow your house down. Dohai shias. Okay. Hatagainik strown rutsambi.
On the Hynix Strong Roots and B.
Brown didn't answer anything. Okay. By Ro Echelach.
By
Oh,
Royal He was so scared.
Yeah, he was so scared. Okay. Okay. Fosco open. Okay. So then keep in mind, if you want the imperative, that is the command form, that's the same as the root. Okay. So Fosco would be the root form and also the Foscolandoris, the command Chechuk, blowing. Okay. Shias.
Yes.
Okay.
Down.
Yes. Brishtuk. Break.
Pictures.
Break.
Breeze. Sometimes you'll see the verbal noun sometimes is Brishtuk. Okay. Without the T. Okay. And a Gainek answered. Okay.
Gynet.
Gainek. Gainoge Amatikali. Gainoge Amatikali. What did the wolf get? Amia Giria via Kluthbol Kosha.
He wants to play soccer. I don't think so.
Soccer, yeah, okay. Moscow Andorra show Sabinich. Moscow. Moscow.
This
Open the
minute.
door this minute.
Amokown Gorsh.
My head hurts.
Head hurt.
No, it's B. Bosco and Doris, so
So
minutes.
Jane Recker Strown. Jane Recker Strown. Okay. What did Strown answer? Be ball cautious sporsel. Okay. Oh, football is fun. Okay. Play Anamach. Hamiado Yan Yapi. Okay, it's late. I'm going to. Okay, Hamiado Yan Yapi. Habimia with Honduras. Okay, I'm not going to open the door. Okay.
Habimia focus on Doris.
Okay, fine. Okay. So there's our picture. H. Matakali.
H.M. Ali.
The Matakali blue. Yichilik on Konlik von Mulek.
Usually on Polak
Bullock, August Krina Balakan.
Yichilik. Blue. Okay. The Konlik von Bullock. From the roof. August Krina Balakan.
August
Okay.
Krina Balakan.
and the Balakan, the walls shook. Okay, so I think we discussed Mulach last week, and the Mulach. I was just Cree. We had just a couple pages ago. Cree to shake, tremble. H.A. Arisht.
Hey, Cherish.
Yeah, reach.
He blew again.
Irish.
Agus Arisht.
August Arish. And again.
And again.
M. Kuchna Balakan Bolchashias.
Who's
Krishna.
not
Symbolic
Balakan?
and vocal shields.
Vote for CS?
Yes.
Huh? Fel, Balakan, the walls, Bolka, poor, could mean both poor in terms of, not having money, or poor as in pitiful. Okay. Shias, down. Okay. Bicha Matik Ali,
BM.
Beach and Mati Ali.
beach, bite, edible strown, around,
And around his
Uh-huh.
tail.
the tail of strown. Okay. Achrui strown or follow.
Gruish around
Reach down and follow.
But he ran away.
Ran away, er follow. Great word, er follow. Okay. And Geechelig, flew, root eachelig. Komlik, straw, Balakan, walls, folk, poor, both pitiful and lacking money. Beach, bit, okay. Edible Rhine, Strown's tail, okay. Jeondorena Matikali, Hene Oran, Ye cake, H.A. Arish Sarish,
Hey, Cherish.
Yeah, reach, reach.
Reached.
Jeondorain. Okay, what did the wolf do? Okay. Hecha Matikali, Je Hacher Dontai. Okay. The wolf blew, Je Hacher. What happened to the house? Puchantai Shias, the tie fell down. Ruyantai Arfala, the tie ran away. Koyatantai aired on television.
He watched the house on TV. I don't think so. Good
no.
untie seal.
Yes.
Puchantai Shias. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Gleva. Okay. So next week we'll have another episode in the saga of the three little pigs. Okay. So anyway, all right. So now I'm going to do a presentation. Okay. This would be mostly in English, but it has to do with Gallic culture and kind of like popular demand. A couple people expressed an interest in learning a little bit, refreshing themselves on the walking and the art of the walking song. Okay, all right. So, and that's an old picture. Okay, purporting to show a group of non-Gaels on a tour of the Highlands. Back in the 1800s, and here's some women doing some walking. All right. Okay. All right. So now the thing to remember is that walking does not refer to taking a walk. I found a very nice recording of a song, of a walking song, and it kind of spoiled the whole thing when they translated something as "come and take a walk with me," but that's not the walk that we're talking about. But I'll get into that anyway. Orain Louis. Okay, the songs of the walking. Okay, the walking songs are Scottish folk songs, traditionally sung in the Gaelic language by women while fulling or walking cloth. Okay, so this practice involved a group of women, traditionally me. Rhythmically beating newly woven tweed or tartan cloth against a table or similar surface to soften it, sometimes just a board or a plank. Their simple beat-driven songs accompanied the work. Okay. Oran Louis. Okay. A little video explanation. Okay, we'll see if we can get the video going. Okay, so can you hear this?
Yes.
You heard it?
In a friendship was really the big social event for women. The songs are very unique, certainly in the Scottish, in that they give an insight into the women's world. In history, the women are very often silent. But these are songs that it's not somebody sitting at a desk writing about my boyfriend was drowning when he walked outside. No, it's a girl whose boyfriend drowned when he walked outside. So she made the song. You know, it's straight from the heart. It's got great immediacy. And we really feel this. We can feel the emotion in these songs. I was a big part in this from a very, very young age. I remember one particular time a family came in and there was a little girl, she was a bit big. And her mum wanted to support and mother. So mother took her on her knee and we talked in her knee with doing it as well. And we were all saying much of the book. I'm sorry for the I think that's how it must have been, of course, in the old days. Every one of us in the group has something in this or a statement or something. And we all have this, particularly the state what's in the girls in the group. And that's how it was, because these friendship like this, even as living the girlfriend and thank you so much. For me, it's the songs that are important. Because it's a unique heritage that we have. These songs are songs that really affect anybody else. And it's very important to put them into one page for which we have decided which is
Okay. All right, there we go. Just a little video. All right, where are we now? Come back here. Okay, so one of the things to note is they weren't really doing the walking. They're just folding the tartan, okay, you know, so they weren't doing the work, okay, but just to give you a little representation there, but also makes an important point that in the old days, very often there wasn't a differentiation between work and socializing and play that we make today. You know, I mean, they would do the cloth, but it was a social event as well. It wasn't, no, I got to go to work, you know. No, I get together with my friends, we're going to sing songs, and we're going to do the wool, and it's a big, you know, and so the whole thing takes on a different aspect than the whole concept of work today. All right. So lure, okay, so that's the walk. Okay?
Wow.
And this is from a dictionary in 1911, published in 1911, the Dwelly Dictionary, kind of the classic Gallic dictionary. Okay, so he writes, when fulling mills are at a distance, the walking or fulling of cloth is performed by females in the following manner. 6 or 8, sometimes as many as 14 take their stations at equal distances on each side of a long frame of wattled work or sometimes a board ribbed longitudinally and placed on the ground. So, so right here we have a picture. This is a drawing from, an old drawing, and you see the board on the ground, right? Thereon is laid the wetted blanket or cloth, which is to undergo the process of walking. The women then kneel with their hands rub it firmly against the frame with all their strength, at the same time singing loudly some spirited melody. When their arms grow tired, they naturally have recourse to their legs. Okay. Then sitting on the ground and tucking their petticoats or their tartan skirts up to their knees, the cloth is forthwith put under a course of more vigorous friction than before. Because now they're using the large muscles in their legs rather than, the muscles in their arms. Legs are stronger than arms, right? As the work grows warm, the song grows louder and louder. The song is known as Oran Lui, and the houses or shed in which the work is performed, Antai Lui. Okay, so that's the verb, luag, or in the genitive lui, okay? In most places, the walking board is now placed 2.5 feet from the ground, and the operators sit instead of kneeling to the work. So this was in early 1900s. They advanced, the technology had advanced to such a degree that they now had tables, not just on the ground, okay? Walking with the feet has been practically discontinued now because it's impractical, to put your feet up on the table. Okay, all right. Anyways, so that's for more than 100 years ago, it was recorded, and people were still doing this traditional practice. Process of walking the wool involves two processes: scoring and milling, that's thickening, and pounding the woolen cloth with a club or the fuller's feet or hands. So, pounding it is important. In Scottish Gaelic tradition, this process was accompanied by walking songs, which women sang to set the pace. So I have a slide a little bit later about the work songs. So not only was it a social event and it was a lot of fun, and they sang songs, but also the songs kept the pace. In the tradition of working songs all across the world, music was used to coordinate the efforts of the workers. So they had a practical purpose as well. And here we see, the lack of a clear distinction between, art and fun and music and work, because they all kind of work together, no pun intended. It's a step in the woolen cloth making, involves the cleansing of the cloth, particularly wool, to eliminate oils, dirt, and other impurities and to make it thicker. Walking itself involves beating or pounding the wool, stretching it and compacting it, which tightens the weave and makes the wool effective protection against the wind and cold of Scotland's climate. And as you might imagine, the practice died out with the modernization of the Industrial Revolution. So, so now we do the same process only by machines. And so, so we see demonstrations of the traditional methods, but they aren't practical or practiced in the modern world. Okay. And how do we get, so here's a question you might be asking: how do we get from luag to walking? Okay. The Gaelic verb for the activity is lui. The verbal noun is luag. Okay. The term walking was coined by a non-Gaelic speaker, okay, darned Englishman, who saw walking done by the feet and modified the word walking. Okay, so either that's what he heard when he heard, what are you doing? Hashin a luag, we're walking, right? A luag, and couldn't make out the sound, and you're doing it with your feet, so it's walking. but then spelled it different. Okay. Anyway, walkings were so the word walking doesn't have anything to do with the Gallic word. Okay? So that's interesting though. Okay. Okay. Anyway, we're done by both hand and foot, more usually by hand. And the Gallic name for walking songs is Oran Louis. The Louis translates to full, as in fulling the cloth. And the songs.
Making it bigger.
I'm sorry?
Mhm.
Okay. A walking session often begins with slow-paced songs, tempo increasing as the cloth becomes softer. You know, they pick up the pace. The singers work the cloth. They gradually shift it to the left and work it thoroughly. And so I have a clip in a couple slides about, and you'll see that they're actually physically beating the cloth, okay? Beating it and stretching it and compacting it. Tradition holds that moving the cloth anti-clockwise is unlucky. Okay, so have to move it clockwise. Okay, okay. So, all right. The art of the song, and so so you can find books with the songs written down, and even though they're written down, very often they were impromptu. They were thought up at the spur of the moment and added to. Okay, and then somebody came along and wrote them down, and so we have them in print. But they aren't as rigid as we might imagine from reading it in print. Okay, and which is one of the reasons why, if you listen to different versions of a Gallic song, well, you'll get different versions of the words, because there's this tradition of not adhering to strict printed format. You know, there's a tradition of being a little bit flexible. Okay. All right. So typically one person sings the verse while others join in the chorus. Many folk music forms the lyrics of walking songs not always strictly adhered to. Singers might add or leave out verses depending on particular length and size of the tweed being walked. And also according to circumstances. You know, the chorus in many walking songs consists of vocables. That's that ho, ro sound, the vocables, okay, which the words are meaningless. Others are Rhaetor Gallic words. Verses from one song might appear in another. At times, the lead singer might improvise to include events or people known locally. Often, the singers compose the songs on the spot, in a sense, discussing or elaborating on a common experience or an experience of one in the group. And so if there's a death in the family of one of the women, you know, they might sing about that. Or if the husband or the boyfriend or the lover of one another came home or didn't come home, from sea, you know, they might sing about that. You know, they make that up as they go along. Nature of the songs. The vocables serve a function similar to tra-la-la or hey, hey, hey and other song forms in English. Some walking songs have a strict verse and chorus structure, and other songs, the vocables are sung at the end of each line of a verse. Because of the oral nature, this is important, it's an oral art form. That is, now we get some written down, but traditionally they were composed and existed orally. An impromptu composition, the songs might contain a considerable amount of repetition. So, example, in a song is Fluchanaika, is wet is the night, and is Koshek Ruin, come my love. The last two lines of one verse become the first two lines of the following one. Okay, this is typical in oral literature and oral art forms that you have a lot of repetition. This one interesting side note is this is a feature of the oral literary form, repetition. And we get it in songs today, even songs that we sing today in English. The ear likes repetition. The eye that is reading does not. And so we have two different formats for something that's meant to be heard versus something that's meant to be read. The eye doesn't like repetition, but the ear does. Okay, anyway. Tradition holds that it's bad luck to repeat a song during a walking session, so you have to have a lot of songs, which means explain in both parts the many verses of some songs and a large number of songs. Okay, so, okay, all right. It's a common practice around the world, but it's only in Scotland that music was so strongly associated with it to become an important cultural feature of the country by itself, the Oran Louis. Okay, you might think of walking songs as a kind of two-for art form, 2-for-1, creating the art of the music, creating the art of the tartan material. The two go together. Okay, it's rare in Scotland today, mostly confined to the Outer Hebrides, where it's carried out as a celebration of heritage rather than as a but it existed into the time of the photograph. We have photographs of people actually doing it. The last true walking for the utilitarian purpose of making cloth is believed to have occurred during the 1950s. So it lasted into the 1950s. Good. All right. Okay. The walking diaspora. Okay. Little pun. Okay. During the Highland clearances, traditional methods of walking spread with the Scottish diaspora. In Nova Scotia, in particular Cape Breton Island, walking is known as milling. and again, there's a tradition of keeping the Gaelic traditions alive. There's efforts to keep the Gaelic traditions alive. In Scotland, women walk cloth traditionally. In Nova Scotia, both men and women took part in milling frolics. They call it a frolic. It's all just fun. Okay, it produced something of value, but it was also fun. And the practice continues today as a cultural celebration. Right. Okay. It's part of the worldwide tradition of work songs, okay, which serve various purposes, including rhythmic coordination, synchronizes the worker's efforts, emotional expressions, emotions, frustrations, or solidarity amongst the workers, storytelling, the experience and perspectives, protest and social commentary, advocating for change or highlighting injustices. Okay, and as well, storytelling and very often in the Gaelic tradition has to do with storytelling. Telling of experiences. Okay, examples outside of Gaeldom, railroad work. I've been working on the railroad. Okay. Mining, the miner's doom, or 16 tons, slavery and chain gangs, chain gang songs, the work songs of slavery have been documented. Okay, lumberjacks, there's the lumberjacks alphabet, and of course Monty Python has I Am a Lumberjack, which is not quite the same thing. Okay, modern work. Work song, 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton, and Take This Job and Shove It by Johnny Paycheck. Yes, themes of work and dissatisfaction. So if you want to categorize the walking song, this is one of the categories that it might fit into. Well, okay, all right. So a couple of short videos. Okay, so one. Let's see. Oh, please update my browser. No, I don't want to update. What do you? No. What are we doing? Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, so this is a something produced by the BBC some time ago, and it's been colorized. Okay, so it is filmed back in the days of black and white. Okay, so and they're singing Jasanya Gavni Mullet. Saturday I was struck with sadness. They're having so much fun. Okay. And where are we? Come back here. So you see why it was so it you know so you see a little part of what I was saying about it was work, but it was also a social event. It was fun, and you've never seen people work with smiles like that nowadays. But anyway, all right. So here's a scene from Outlander. So we have a see right here. Okay, so it's so the contemporary, what do you call it, a series, a story. Outlander has a little scene that shows walking the cloth. So that's a little up there, back here. Okay. All right. And the art form of the walking song lives on in adaptations of traditional music. And here we have a contemporary fiddler, an artist who says she's been inspired by, her music is inspired by the walking song. And the trads are a traditional music festival in Scotland where people play traditional music. And so she's performing there. And so I'll just play a little bit of this. Okay, so I'll pause that there. Of course, you can come back to that if you want to. It's on the link is on the PDF that will be in the Dropbox. And Enya, the popular artist from some years ago, adapted a walking song, and her song Ebu, I don't know the pronunciation, Ebuday, which for some reason is a Latin word for the Hebrides. So anyways, but just another example of a modern artist adapting the form. So.
Can't hear it.
Huh. Okay. All right. Now you were hearing the other ones, right?
Not very well.
Not very well. Okay. All right. Well, my system is kukalaka. Okay. So anyway, so it's anyway. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go on to our song. Hopefully that'll come through. Okay. So anyway. All right. So anyway. So sound Jasanya Agami Mullet. Okay. Jasanya Agami Mullet. Okay. It was on Saturday that I was overcome with sorrow. That's one way to translate it. Okay. And again, the walking song, the tradition, you have the repetition and the vocables. Okay. Jasanya Agami Mullet. Sound Jaluana Renmi Turam. Okay. On let's see, down here, verse 2. Jaluan Renmi and Turam. Monday I made my lament. Okay. So on and so forth. Hunikmi Vigal Umat. Okay, I saw racing you. Okay. Hunikmi Vigal Umat, around you. Okay. Okay. I saw a spirit embracing you. Okay, so song about a vision, about second sight. Gal Movil of Alura. Okay, embracing the mouth that was lovely. Okay, and Moonville of Alura. Okay, the mouth that was lovely. Your beautiful mouth. Okay. Gal Muntul of Akuma. Okay.
Oh my God.
Race side.
Embracing the eye that was bright and shapely. Okay. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay. That doesn't belong there. Okay. Okay. Right here. Toko Nanshio Rishakura. Raising the sails of the little boat. Okay. So I think this goes on to another song. Okay. But we'll go with this. Sound Jasanya Agami Mullet. Okay. So we'll see what we have here. See if we can get the sound going on this. Okay, now can you hear that?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Try it again.
What? I'm sorry?
Try it again. No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's weird. The sound went out. Okay. Okay. Well, let me go back here. Okay. All right. So, can somebody try sharing
You'll have to walk me through it. His share.
Okay.
And then where is it?
Wait. Okay. All right. Okay. Well. Here we go. Oh, okay.
Wait, no, but that's the trip to Scotland. You don't want to see that. Um, let's see here. Sharing, okay. Share. The Zoom, the
Um,
restoration project, membership. Is it the one up here that has you in it? Is it
yeah.
the
We'll
entire screen? Is it called that? I'll try
we'll
that.
try the screen and then open up the open up the lesson and go to the last page of the lesson.
Open up the last page of the lesson. Wait,
First,
okay.
I'll open up the lesson. Was that lesson 33? Okay.
Not, no, that's not that.
Okay.
Screen sharing has stopped. Okay, so let's try it
Yeah.
again. So I have to find the lesson.
Okay. Anyway, all
Oh,
right.
well,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
why don't we just do this?
You and I should work on that.
There's the link.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah. So I'll leave it to each one of you individually to click on the link and listen to the song. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, so I'll leave. Sorry about the.
I can try sharing it if you want me to try.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
pretty
Please do.
good at
Okay.
it.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
From idea to submission, empower students to do their best work with
And you can imagine how frustrating this is for him because sometimes it works and in the middle of our session, it stops working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, well, we're not getting sound. When you share, you have to be sure to click the share sound button. So stop sharing and then reshare. Yeah. You see where that is? Oh, you're sharing. Okay. You see where the, okay.
So now I'm having problems. Okay, hold on. One more time.
Problem. Wonderful.
I think I had it on mute. Hold on.
Did you hear that song? That sound?
No,
No.
Yeah,
but
try
it's
something.
not advancing. You know, the red line is not advancing. There, there.
Okay, so did
It's a little wobbly.
It's cutting in and out.
okay, no, okay, all right. Well, I'll continue to work on this anyway. All right, anyway, well, I'll just leave it to you guys to
Okay,
listen along and sing along. Yeah, that's your homework.
okay.
Sing along. Yep, okay. So it's a great walking song. The Sanya got me mullet. Okay, another happy Gallic love song. Okay.
And it goes on for pages. Yeah, it goes on for pages.
Songs don't. I mean, the song just have the first selection of verses. So anyway, all right.
But
Okay, all
everyone
right.
was singing it. You know, everyone was singing it, so it didn't matter how long it went
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Well, but that's part of it too, and that's and that's part of the what they call and respond form of songs. One person will sing out a verse, and the rest will repeat it. So hence you can have the composition right on the spot. You don't have to have heard it before.
Mm-hmm.
Just says, makes up a new line, Jasanya got me mullet, and everybody says Jasanya got me mullet, and then and then they construct the song right on the spot while they're working, and very often, they'll throw in new verses, they'll throw in something about how Runich or Isabel or something, her husband hasn't come home from a sailing trip, and something like that. So they'll go on like that, and so
And
anyway.
it's curious that they were commenting that her hair was black when she got married, and her hair is still black now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what's that about? They didn't have dye in a box.
no,
Did they think she
no,
was
they
just going to get gray haired?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that could be a couple different things. One, she's still young, right? I mean, her hair is still black. She hasn't aged, or it could just be fun. I mean, sometimes
Oh,
these songs are just fun. I mean, they
uh-huh.
don't make, in a logical way. Yeah, they
Yeah.
they they just throw words out there, and they're kind of fun. People having fun.
Yeah, maybe a bunch of old women with gray hair saying, sure, she's still got gray hair now, but just wait. Just
Yeah.
wait. Her hands will be shrunk. Sure,
But
let's go on.
yeah, but something else that was interesting in the little presentation I showed at the beginning was remarking about the little girl, what, 3 years old, climbed up on her mother's lap, and
Oh,
she did it.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Of course, I mean, both boys and girls. This is the way people used to learn,
Yeah.
right? They weren't sent out to play. They just worked alongside of, or played, alongside their parents, and they,
Yeah.
they did what they could, and again, there wasn't a distinction between work and play. I mean, people just, did stuff. They just lived together, and
Yeah.
we, as children, learned by doing it. So anyway, very interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
All right.
interesting.
All right. All
Okay.
right.
Thank you very much, Michael. That was good.
Yeah, Aikaba.
Aikava. Aikava.
Come on.
Tapalat. Jerry.
Jerry. Aikaba, Tim.